Okay, let's dive in. Today we're looking at something really fundamental in research involving people: trust.
Right. And specifically how it's built, looking through the lens of this one ethics approval statement.
Exactly. It's for a project that surveyed, 384 household heads? And you might think, okay, ethics statement, maybe just paperwork.
Well, yeah, but this document, it's much more. It really lays out a plan.
Yeah, our mission here is to kind of unpack that plan, see the steps they took to really ensure ethical conduct, build that trust.
And what strikes me is the clear commitment. It's not just ticking boxes. You can see they're thinking ahead about participant welfare, data integrity. It really underscores that good research respects the individuals involved. It's not just about collecting information,
Absolutely. It's about the people.
Correct.
So let's get into the specifics then. What protections did they actually spell out?
Well, first off, the big one.
The Declaration of Helsinki.
Exactly. They explicitly state adherence to those principles. That's the international gold standard for ethics in human research.
So not just a suggestion, but a core commitment. That sets a pretty high bar from the start.
It does. And connecting that globally, it means striving for a universal baseline of respect, Consistent protection wherever the research happens. That's vital for trust, especially across different cultures.
Right. And building on that trust, informed consent was obviously key for these 384 people.
And it sounds like they went beyond just getting a signature.
Oh, yeah. The statement describes how they explained everything, the purpose, what's involved, using language that was clear, culturally right for the participants.
That's important.
And they hammered home the participation was totally voluntary. People could walk away anytime, no pressure, no negative effects at all.
Which is standard, but good to see clearly stated.
But what seemed, notable here was this idea of ongoing consent, like checking back in.
Yes. That's a subtle but really crucial point. Consent isn't just a one-off thing at the start. It's more like a continuous conversation. It keeps the participant comfortable, empowered throughout, and frankly, that probably leads to better, more honest data too.
Makes sense. Okay, so transparency is there, but what about feeling secure, sharing personal stuff? That takes trust. How did they handle confidentiality and anonymity?
Good question. The document dives into both. Confidentiality, your data is protected. Anonymity, they didn't even collect info that could identify you personally.
So it couldn't be traced back. That's a big difference.
It is. And they detailed how the anonymization techniques, secure data storage, it's proactive, thinking about potential privacy risks down the line.
You mean like how different bits of info, even non-identifying ones, could potentially be combined later?
Exactly. They outline steps to prevent that kind of re-identification. It shows foresight.
So going beyond just the legal minimums to what's actually secure in practice.
Precisely.
And interestingly, it wasn't just about the individuals surveyed. They also mentioned getting buy-in from the community level.
Oh, like who?
The local chiefs and also relevant farmer groups. This was before they even started collecting data from the households.
Now that is significant. Community consent. In many cases, that's just as important, sometimes more so than individual agreement.
Right, respecting the social structure.
Absolutely. It shows they understand the context, they value that communal aspect. It's a more holistic, respectful approach. Dignity at both levels, individual and community.
And they were clear. The data collected, purely for research, nothing else, with strong security and privacy measures detailed, like who could access it.
All good practice. Builds that foundation for credible, trustworthy findings.
Definitely. And just to be crystal clear, they also explicitly noted this study was only about human subjects, the farmers.
No animal subjects involved.
None whatsoever. Stated right there.
Good to clarify.
So wrapping this up, we've seen this commitment to Helsinki principles, really thorough informed consent, strong anonymity and confidentiality, community permissions.
A multi-layered ethical framework.
Yeah. So here's a thought to leave you with. When you see the kind of detailed lengths researchers go to, like in this ethics statement, to protect people and their privacy, how does that shift the way you think about the trustworthiness of research you come across day to day? Does it change your perspective at all?